That's definitely something that we don't do here on this channel. And we're going to explain not only why you shouldn't be doing it, but what you should be doing instead in our video today. So on today's Unfiltered episode, learn what not to do when it comes to Instagram and all of the great features of boosting, and what to do instead, where you have more control over what you get.
Welcome to Bringing Simplicity Unfiltered. I'm Greta, founder, here with Judy, our CEO. And if you love learning how to make more money in a sustainable, scalable way, you're in the right place. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I'm excited to dive in. This is really, really an unfiltered. Judy came up with the idea for this. So we are all experiencing this together.
Yes. And so what sparked this, Greta, is that a lot of people come to us and they're like, Judy, you're really telling me, because I'll say, like, we can get ads up and running for you within days. And they're like, how? Like, don't I have to have scripts? Don't I have to record? And no, you don't, because that golden content that will train your pixel really, really fast, and that will get and collect data for us on what we should be running, lead generation ads to, is already in your feed. It already exists. So we don't have to do anything except for look at your current content. And what we're going to cover today is how to identify what that current content is, what we are using to say, like, hey, and of course with all marketing, it's a guess, like it's testing, right? We're testing any and everything. But what has worked really well for a lot of our clients is using these 3 to 4 different types of organic posts. And if you are someone who is starting a new channel, or you're starting over because maybe you did that thing where you bought followers or something, no shade, a lot of people have been there, and or maybe you just want new ideas for what to post, you're going to get that in today's episode. So we're going to walk through, and you're going to have prime examples that you can go click on and say, like, hey, this is the post and the content that I'm going to need to create. So Greta, the very first thing, because you're really the one that's doing this. I mean, I help as far as, like, if they need if they need the
Yes.
new scripts, or they need the new whatever to record for this content that you're identifying, you're going through and auditing all the accounts. So what are, like, the first 2 to 3 posts that you're always looking for?
Yeah, so when we're getting reach ads going, for those of you who haven't watched, I don't know, the last few episodes that we've talked about reach ads, first of all, the purpose of reach ads is to increase visibility. Only 3% of your organic content even gets shown. So this makes that not be a thing. But when you think about reach ads, what we're doing is we are working on the know, like, trust. So we want to have our content show to people so that they can see us. So I'm typically looking for ones that are not salesy, and not that we have anything against salesy. We love salesy, but we're thinking more of like the education type post or thought leader type content. I'm looking at ones that really showcase your story, who you are, why I should trust you, like what makes you an authority on this topic. I'm looking for things that speak to pain points that my ideal clients would have that I am solving, because I want them to see the content and think, like, hey, that's me. And then they come to your Instagram to get more information. So those are typically the types of posts that I'm looking for. If we are going to be launching an offer that's existing in the near future, I'm looking to have those things somewhat touch on that offer, or a lead magnet that leads into that offer.
I love that. And Greta, before, because everybody wants to know. So Greta, that's great. I have those posts, but why don't I just, like, click the little boost button
I
instead of?
mean, you could hit the boost button, but we've tested it because if you know me, you know I love data. So we've tested boost versus reach and awareness campaigns, and boost posts typically come with a lot of inappropriate photos because you can't control your audience to the same level. I know people now say, like, oh, they give me targeting options. It's not as robust as ads. Like, they have made it more accessible, which means it also doesn't have all of the things that the ad account manager, like the ad manager has. So it's super easy to get set up. Plus, when you boost post, you don't have a pixel attached to it. And I could talk about pixels forever, but you're basically wasting money because the pixel is going to capture the information of what people are doing. And that's what like makes your ads more successful in the future. So if you're going to spend money on posts, you might as well have it give you the data you need. The other thing is you can spend $5 a day for one post if you're boosting it, or you could spend $5 a day and have 25 posts that are all getting some spend. And you can't do that when you boost.
Yeah, exactly. And as I'm thinking about it, if you're a visual person like me, it's like, let's say you have a store, right, where you're selling clothing that you have, and boosting is like you're only like showing like earrings to your people. And like, it's like they don't want earrings. Like they're just walking by and they just want like, maybe they want jeans, maybe they want a dress. But like Greta said, like you can do the necklaces, the jeans, the dress, the shoes, all in one, whereas boosting is very limited in that sense.
And you could choose to boost more, but we typically start our reach budget at somewhere between $5 to $10, and you can do 8 posts. Whereas if you were paying $5 per post, then you're spending $40 a day. Like, girl, you should be running a lead gen campaign at that point. Like, what a waste of money.
And remember, our whole thing with ads is we make it very, very simple. It's a very simple method. Anyone can do it. If ads sound scary to you and you're like, I don't know, we break it down really, really simple for our clients and make it so that way it's attainable. Like anybody can do. Our VAs set up reach ads, for example. So like you can do it. Our VAs do it. So, okay. So Greta, you said your story. I'm going to pull up a few, and I don't know if we've never done this before in Riverside, so I don't know if it's even going to pick up the sound when I show the reel or anything like that. You know, if it shows a talking head reel, I have no idea. But y'all are going to experience this together with us.
And Judy, just to be clear, are these clients of ours, or like give everybody some background?
No, these are not clients of ours. So these are people though that we wouldn't mind if they were clients. We would like y'all to be clients of ours. I identified different industries and I was like, let's go through and let's see who, like, do people really have content out there, right? Because I knew our clients would. Like our clients, because we already told them what they should be posting. So they know, they have our strategy. So I knew it was going to be easy. So I was like, let me go find other people's content out there to see that aren't running ads right now, and to see if they had it. And they did. And it's like, you know, every great post. And obviously they've done very well organically. And if you're here, you've probably done well organically for yourself. And now you're thinking and dabbling about, you know, about dabbling into ads. And this will give you some ideas of where to start or what to run ads to. So let's pull up. Oh, shoot. Where is it? Okay. Am I here, Greta? There we go. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. This person here is in, like, I would say the healing space. I don't, like, healing space is what I'm going to say. This is a story. You can see his text over B-roll. We know her story. We know that here, she's a widow and it's been 3 years, right? And then, so there's some text here. So this one, Greta, it's a long caption. What are your thoughts immediately here, Greta? And again, this could be multiple. It could touch on multiple things as far as reach ads go, not just like story, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. So first of all, the reel style, one thing to consider, I'm like, this is just going to be all of it. But one thing to consider with your reels is if you consistently use trending audio, then you have to be careful because you won't be able to do reach ads. So love text over B-roll. It's a great option for running reach ads too, but you're going to have to be cautious about the music choices. I'm going to guess, I can't hear it, which is fine. I can't hear it. It does say original audio. And a lot of times when it says that original one and it's not like a name I know, it's probably fine. That was just my first thing. Obviously, like the image, it's like the video itself is like very captivating. Like you just see like these happy people, and then you read it and you're like, oh,
Oh no.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, like, oh crap.
Mhm.
Um, and then she obviously is somebody who enjoys writing. And I would guess that with this long of a caption, she's looking for an audience that is very invested.
Mhm.
But it also is very much like storytelling. So it pulls me in, it makes me want to read it. And the nice part about this is that when you run reach ads to something like this and that video is looping, then you're going to get a lot of, for the people who stay on, you can even do retargeting later on as well for people who watched the full amount. Um,
How do you feel about it being from like 2 years ago?
that's
Almost.
totally fine.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. These are all questions that I think the audience would have. So this is a good one to run.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely would be one I would test. I would do long captions and then maybe one that's similar with a shorter caption.
Order caption.
But it
Love
has
it.
a good hook. And then I think if people choose to read it, that's obviously like, that's going to be her ideal people if they're, wanting to read all of that.
Awesome. Okay, this one now is like a nutritionist, fitness, like coach. Carousel. We got a carousel, Greta.
I mean, obviously, like the My Story immediately, that's like a great picture of her. Like, who doesn't want to look like that on a beach? I love that it has pictures that look not completely like photo. Like, obviously, these aren't all ones that were taken in a studio. Like, that one looked like she was on vacation.
Right.
Yep. Mirror selfie. I like that she talks about being in her bikini era.
And then pain, right?
Yeah. One thing to note for this one, again, I'm like, oh, I'm just like doing all of the stuff, is we would have to count the number of slides it is.
Mhm.
If it's more than 10, we can't do a reach. So if you're creating content and you're thinking you might want to run ads to it, anytime you do a carousel, do 10 or less.
Yeah. So there's a tip on this one. This one we couldn't run reach ads to because it's more than 10. And I pulled this one purposely because I knew Greta would mention that. So as you're thinking,
I had a test.
yeah. So as you're thinking about your content and your story, just try to narrow it down as much as you can, or overload it into the like caption for more if you have so much more you want to share. So like it clearly shows like a journey. Like I feel like the story ones show like your journey, because it's like and then I love this, like I promise everything else falls in place when you do, like there's hope for that person. Like she shares like how old, like she's 41 years young, I like to say. And then she shares that, and yeah, I think it's great. And again,
Okay, and she does have a link in bio for coaching, but for something like this, if it had been less than 10, I still would feel confident posting that. So when I talk about like not being salesy, the overall vibe of this is not salesy, but she is making it known that if you immediately resonated, there's more information for coaching. And that would be like, in my mind, that's totally fine, because she has established a lot more story behind that. It's not just like, this is my program. This is my program. This is my program. Bye. It's like, I'm a real human. Here are the things I've gone through. If this resonates, link in bio for coaching.
right, exactly. Love that. Okay. And then I'm going to do this one because the other one's like, but this is a story post. You have to turn it sideways, but
Ooh.
I thought that was unique. But it clearly says like what they do, right? Event production, their video, like the founders here talking.
Love that one. You can't hear it.
Would have loved if they had captions on it though. Talking, but I can, but
I am intrigued. So interestingly, we have never come across one where it's a sideways, and I don't know how, like we would really have to test all of the ad placements, because if you think about some of them, you wouldn't be able to
True.
turn your phone. So like this almost, we would have to isolate it to in feed posts, which is
In-feed,
fine.
yeah.
Like we can control it. it's obviously like visually like hello. I mean, I would hope so with what they do.
Yeah.
But it's clearly showcasing how awesome they are at the video production side of things. It's an amazingly
Yeah.
well done video. But we would
And
have to be specific about the placements on this one, which sometimes when you're doing a reach campaign, you just want to like set it and forget it. And having like one that's an outlier, we would probably want to identify at least 4 that have this feature of needing to turn it sideways.
love it. And then in this one, you can see like it clearly is like, this is our brand story. Like it's like you can just say that
Yeah.
as well. I'm like, that's another reason why I was like, oh yeah, it's their story.
I like the
Okay.
we're women owned passion. Like I'm like, oh, we should talk
Yeah,
about them.
exactly. Exactly. Okay, wonderful. I want to go into thought leader posts now. So this one's
Okay.
a talking head one. Oh no, that's not a talking head one. Sorry, I must have text over B-roll. I don't know why that. So okay, but this is another same person healing space. Thought leader. So like as a griever, in response, here. So what she has done, in my opinion, to help regulate her body, being a mom and a widow, um, and all of that.
I was going to
So
say, so when we think of thought leader, we want to think of posts that people want to save and share and refer back to because it provides such quality information. And just based on what I'm seeing there as I like skim it quickly, that this is totally something where like if you were having trouble sleeping, you know, or you weren't able to sit still, you're going to save this to refer back to later.
100%. Okay. This one is nutrition person again, another carousel. So thought leader,
Yeah, I
dietitian
was
for
gonna
20
say,
years.
like your 20 dietitian 20 years, you're immediately like, oh, she knows what she's talking about. I'm like, hello, yes, I love a good hot dog too.
Right? Relatable.
Yep.
Like, yeah, don't do that. Don't want,
Mhm.
yeah, no, who wants to do
Who wants
that?
to? Yeah.
Right? And then, oh, she like pain, like was a binge
Yeah, I was gonna
eater.
say, I like the shame. Yep.
Pain.
Yep.
Then
Hmm.
this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's 11. So I'm kidding her.
Yeah,
She
I
just
was
loves
too.
a good long Kara, you need to influenced by diet culture, right? Don't have the,
Yep.
yep. I used to fear carbs. Yeah. Who doesn't fear like even sniffing a carb? And now I don't obsess and I teach my clients to do the same.
Yep. And
Yeah.
on it, I really like this one, especially if you think about if they had both been under 10, if you were running both of these at one, what the my story is very her centric, right? And so
Mhm.
when we think about seeing things in a feed, this is all exposure, it's getting to know her. Even though this one is somewhat her focus because it's still her journey as a dietitian, we can see ourselves more in it. And so the two together really complemented each other because it's like the first one you feel like, oh, I know her. And then the
Right.
second one, it's like, oh, I am her, right?
Right. Like I am. Yeah, totally. Like I am that girl. Okay.
Not
Love
everybody's a bodybuilder, but everybody can be, sympathize with the fear of carbs.
exactly. Okay. So spend the day with
You know,
me.
I love these.
Yes, I know you love these. So it's like all of the days of like their, marketing director for their studio. And it just gives you like it's showcasing advertising their entire studio. It's like, yeah, they have a space for everything. They know what they're doing. They're showing like their results, even like she's scrolling through the computer, showing the results of said photo shoot that she just did, right? So, um, and moving things around, right? Like that's all like, oh, they don't just like have a studio where you just show up and it's a plug and play studio. Like they actually
Where is this studio?
it's here. It's one of the ones that I thought about becoming a member at. We may
Oh.
I need to go book a tour, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, it obviously has tons of visual interest, and this is one where the video is long enough. We definitely could do retargeting based on people watching that full video too.
Yes, 100%. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing now because we're like,
Oh, we're gonna save pain points for another day.
yeah, we're out of time, and that's I think that's enough for you guys. I think You guys should go create your story ones. Let us know. Drop in if you have any questions. DM us if you have any questions on story ones. If you have one that you're wondering, will this work for a reach ad? Send it to us. We'd be happy. I mean, maybe we'll look at yours next week. If you want us to look at your account next week, we'd be happy to run through and audit your account. But this was super fun, Greta, to go through because you haven't seen these. I thought that these would be good reach ads, and you confirmed that they would be. So I did a good job besides the over 10 carousels thing. But that was a test, again, to make sure.
Love it.
Okay. Anything else, Greta, that you have to close out?
The only thing I would close out is I just want to emphasize again, your story is your time to be selfish. It should be about you. This is about people getting to know you and who you are. You want it to be like your introduction if you were going to a networking event, but not necessarily all business related. And then when you think thought leader content, think about saves and shares. So information that people would want to refer back to that makes you look like you know what you're doing, because you do. But so just between those two, because sometimes it can be like, well, how are they different? So I wanted to emphasize that. But
No.
we'll see you next week.